nothing.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the center. And for the 76ers, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. Now here's Embiid. And Simmons kicks to Curry. The shot missing. Ready by Bogdanovich. Here's Young. Collins trying to break free. And Young with the basket on the assist from Bogdanovich. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Great pivots. But center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5, because listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Here's Simmons following the basket by Trae Young. And Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Now here is Young. And there's the pass to Collins. Back to Young. Shot clock at 6. Collins trying to break free. Capella, the pass to Young. Again, Young missing.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
And slam dunk by Harris.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
That one's not going to go. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Curry kicks to Simmons. They kick it out to Green. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And the rejection by Collins.
Right there, the length of Collins proving to be the difference. Not in my house, he says.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Dwight Howard's checked in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And it's Hill in for Simmons.
Hill, a solid shooter from mid-range. Sometimes that's a shot you have to take.
Young taking his time here.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. It's a 3-point game. Passes it to Embiid.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Gallinari finds Capella. Out to Gallinari. Plenty of space. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The 76ers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
And these dunk attempts are just too easy for Howard. All he has to do is rise up, and he's golden.
And here's Young. He's got 9. Lays it up off the glass. Young's got 11.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
51 seconds left in the first. Now here's Milton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Embiid, the pass to Howard. Gallinari with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 3. Young left side. And it's sent back by Howard.
And Howard takes his shot blocking very seriously. Skying up and sending him back with his impressive vertical.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Korkmaz comes in for Embiid, and Maxey subbed in for Shake Milton. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu comes in for Clint Capella. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
It's Hill on the wing, pass to Howard. It's back to Hill. Here's Korkmaz. Got it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed this.
For me, it comes with.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Hawks. Reddish out there, Gallinari. Then it's Okongwu. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Williams at the 1. Now, here's Maxey. Harris finds Simmons. Over Okongwu. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Some changes for Philadelphia. Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz, and it's Seth Curry in for Dwight Howard. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Collins checked in for Gallinari. Here's Okongwu. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Back to Williams. He dishes it to Snell. Lets it go. And Simmons with the rebound.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
For the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams. Now, here's Maxey. No points in the game yet for him. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. Outside, Bogdanovich. Tries it from 19. Here's Capella. Got it. Good job in the low post. Capella's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
And slam dunk by Harris.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Bogdanovich dishes to Hunter. Pass to Collins. Young with the ball. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Capella with the bucket. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that ability to play in space is so vital.
Embiid, he's checked in for Maxey. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Atlanta. Capella kicks to Young. To the middle, and stolen by Harris. Here's Curry. And that'll be 2 free throws. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
Hung outside, and the dunk by Capella.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Embiid. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. What sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease.
Now, here's Collins. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Herter, guarded by Curry. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And the Hawks lead by 9.
Whether off the catch or putting the ball on the floor, Herter's a threat in that mid-range area.
And Simmons kicks to Green. On the wing, Green. Now the pass to Curry. Here's Simmons, and he hammers that one down right in the face of DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he's
Young with the ball. Collins up top. Lets it go with the 3. And so it's Atlanta. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Trae Young was the story in the first quarter. He had 11 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. And Shaq. And that should do it.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
They've got Scott. Shake Milton is out there with Maxey. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Here's Maxey. But they'll get another chance. Milton the pass to Maxey. Kicks to Howard. Right side Scott, just 5 on the clock. Atlanta with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. To be out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Herter, no good. The 76ers trail by 9. Here's Milton. The 76ers again can't hit it.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Williams finds Gallinari. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Coming off the screen, you expect Gallinari to shoot. Instead, drops it to the roller. Nice play.
Simmons dishes to Harris. The shot off that time. And Atlanta will come the other way.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime. Some coaches might not like taking the three on the fast break, but he had the open look and buried it.
Now here's Simmons. Looking to end the run. And Simmons slams it in.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
Williams against Embiid. Out left to the wing. Now here's Reddish. He's tightly guarded. The kick out to Williams. Gallinari on the wing. A three ball. Hits it from three-point range. Gallinari's got 7.
That's a beautiful play call. Gallinari's dangerous off the catch because it allows him to get his shot in rhythm.
Outside for Curry. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Okongwu, the pass to Herter. The three. Outside Williams. Here's the three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Simmons inside. He's guarded by Williams. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Outside, Simmons. And that one drops. 8 points for him.
Intent on keeping that possession alive, Simmons uses his height to his advantage.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
The 76ers trail by 15. Simmons looking it over. And Simmons slams it in.
And guys, it's just beautiful watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. A manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Passes it to Hunter. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Bogdanovich. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to Howard. On the wing, Milton. Over Collins. Second chance shot. Count it. And the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Howard.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now, here is Young. 11 points in the game. Here's Bogdanovich. They get it again. Capella kicks to Bogdanovich. From downtown. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Milton. And the lead is down inside single digits. Milton's got his first 3 points of the game. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. 4th quarter on the court for the Hawks. They've got Tony Snell. Hunter is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3.
And hit on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus.
Capella, the pass to Hunter. uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Hawks lead by 8.
Beautiful footwork and agility. DeAndre does damage down low.
Hill looking it over. Down low. It's stolen by Capella. Young in the corner. There's the triple. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Curry with the 3. Good defensive work there by Young.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Bogdanovich wide open. From outside, off the mark. The 76ers trail by 8. Outside Hill. And he comes up with the deuce.
Okay, George Hill. Elusive off the bounce. Makes it look so easy.
Pass to Hunter. There's the dish to Capella. The kick out to Young. No good on the triple.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Nice dime to the open man. George Hill, more of a combo guard, making things happen right there.
And that's an intentional foul. And the 76ers with some changes. Tobias Harris is checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ben Simmons in for Hill. Atlanta also making some changes here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Collins comes in for Tony Snell. And it's Williams in for Trae Young.
Because he's so good at shooting it and driving it, defenses overplay Lou, leaving other guys free.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that, the ability to finish with that level of authority.
And stolen by Simmons. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
Williams dishes to Bogdanovich. Back to Williams. There's 1:54 left in the 4th quarter. Lays it up and banks it in.
As the game tightens, I like Lou Williams' mentality. Never gets too high or too low.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
The first pick in the 2016 NBA draft, Simmons has been a phenomenal addition to our league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Tony Snell's checked in for Hunter. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovich. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You just have to be more careful with Simmons. So brilliant at throwing the D off guard.
And Simmons drops them both.
And that makes it a one-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
Young outside. 1:11 left in the 4th quarter. And Okongwu slams it in.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
Simmons with it. He's picked up by Collins. Money!
And Simmons, just such a gifted player. Someone who is mentally strong in these situations.
Young against Simmons. There's 48 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Collins wide open. He fires. That 3 off the mark. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Harris, good.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Young pass to Herter. It falls.
Big time opportunity for Kevin, and he does not disappoint. Wow.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Embiid. It's tipped. Here's Snell. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matches. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. GA, Jake.
Kevin, thanks. Last season's...
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry. And it's Green in its small forward. And for Brooklyn, we've got DeAndre Jordan. Brown out there with Harden. And it's Durant. And it's Harris in at the 3. Now, here is Harden. Outside, KD. Inside, Jordan finds Harden. 6 to shoot. Back to Jordan. Shoots over Embiid. Jordan's shot is off. Now the 76ers with it. Embiid drives in. Nice defense from KD.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing.
Oh,
my
great.
goodness! That was effective. And Harden, absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
That's good from Harris on the assist by Simmons.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Harden. Pulls it from the elbow. Second chance effort. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Knocks down the 3 ball.
You know, knocking down the 3 guys, that's one of the premier three-point gunners in the NBA, Joe Harris.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And Curry has it in the corner. Harris kicks to Curry. Back to Harris. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Brown outside. It's Harden with the drive. And, oh, he just jams it right over Ben Simmons. Wow.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Now here's Simmons. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Sometimes you just have no way of stopping Simmons on the interior. I mean, he's a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And George Hills subbed in for Harris. Brown, good.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Griffin's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Bruce Brown. Here's Irving after the Sixers pick up 2. Free throw line jump shot. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Griffin with the steal. Here's Dinwiddie. Makes it off the glass.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Now here is Hill. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Now here's Dinwiddie. Defended by Milton. And finished off by Griffin.
Oh, my word. I shouldn't be amazed anymore when Griffin pulls off a dunk like that, but I always seem to be. The man has some unreal moves above the rim.
Here's Milton. Lays it up off the glass.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for Brooklyn. 3-point lead. Here's Llewellyn. Back to Dinwiddie. Green passes to Dinwiddie. Here's Llewellyn. Right side, Green. Shot clock at 5. Offensive rebound, Nets. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. And here is Milton. Goes back up. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Brooklyn. Naturally a ball-dominant player. James Harden talked to us.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Maxey out there with George Hill. And it's Thibault in at the 3, the small forward. Some changes for Brooklyn. Joe Harris is checked in for Green. And James Harden has subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Green, he's checked in for the 76ers. Seth Curry comes in for George Hill. Now, here's Maxey. Outside Curry. Embiid trying to break loose. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Curry. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Now Green after the missed 3 from KD. And staying with the play, Harris.
Outstanding work by Harris to get his hands dirty on that offensive glass.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Durant, and finished off by KD.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is. Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Green. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on James Harden.
You know, we very well could have some competition in the broadcast booth in a few years. I mean, Green's talked a lot about wanting to become an analyst when he retires from the game, and I don't think there's any question he'll be a good one.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Claxton's checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Seth Curry. And it's Shake Milton in for Tobias Harris. Now here's Brown. Harden left side. Yep, that one goes.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Durant against Simmons. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Harden. The shot missing. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Got that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Simmons.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Claxton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Brown the pass to Claxton. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Now, here's Brown. Green with the block. And now, Philadelphia on the break, and Simmons slams it in.
I tell you, it doesn't get any easier than this, guys. I mean, Simmons finishing with power.
Brown outside. .29 seconds left in the first half of the game. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And a new group in for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Bruce Brown. Philadelphia also making some changes. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Green. Maxey comes in for Korkmaz. And George Hills subbed in for Shake Milton. Now here's Simmons. 8 points for him. Maxey passes to Simmons. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Maxey's got the game tied up here for the 76ers. James Harden getting it done for Brooklyn. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back from the first half. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 12 points and 1 assist. He was... And that'll...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close to the game it's been so far. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. Then it's Jordan. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And Simmons slams it in. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Trailing by 2.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
And Katie, here three good.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Dinwiddie outside.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they just given away.
But tried by Simmons.
Right now.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Embiid dishes to Harris. 76ers moving the ball around. Green kicks to Embiid. The three. 76ers with the new shot clock. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Embiid's got the lead up to 4 now for the 76ers. Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Dinwiddie outside. To the inside. Irving's shot is good. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Here's Embiid following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers with some changes. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. And Maxi's subbed in for Curry. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
You can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot, and it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie.
Hey, we know Harden can score, but he also has great vision.
Outside Hill. He's looking for Howard and finds him. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Great timing and recognition as Howard is able to go up for the alley-oop.
Irving looking over the floor. Harden kicks to Irving. To the middle. Harden outside. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Harden. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Nets. 76ers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. For the lead. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Hill.
Well, you've got to be careful and skillful in how you guard Irving. I mean, he's really adept at drawing fouls.
So for the Nets, Jordan comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Durant subbed in for Jeff Green. Simmons checked in for the 76ers. Now here's Simmons. 12 points for him. Outside Hill. The shot, no good. Good D by Harden. It's a close game here in Brooklyn. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Irving with a clean look. Offensive rebound. Oh, and Ben Simmons.
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Tie game in Brooklyn. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Ben Simmons is out there with Hill. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Howard. And it's Embiid in at the center. Here is Harden. It's Jordan on the wing, guarded by Curry. Irving way outside. That shot no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Green against Harden. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
Right wing. Dinwiddie outside. Back to Harden. Inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, overall now, in terms of defensive strategy, sending Jordan to the line is not as effective as it used to be. He's improved as a free throw shooter.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Now here's Simmons. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now, here is Irving. No good from outside.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Up top, Simmons. Guarded by KD. The pass to Simmons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Green, he's checked in for Dinwiddie. And it's Bruce Brown in for Kyrie Irving. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Green, good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Green's got his first 2 points. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
To the paint, here's Harris. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. That's now 8 points for Tobias Harris. Harden with it. Jordan, high post. Kicks it out to Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 4 on the clock. Pass to Jordan. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
And he commits the intentional foul. Harris is checked in for the Nets. Kyrie Irving comes in for Bruce Brown. Now here's Simmons. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I'll tell you what, when Simmons is taking it strong to the rack, he's looking for the contact and the foul. I love his aggressiveness.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Harden outside. 1:31 left here in the fourth quarter. Harris, good.
Harris has been in these situations before. He's a veteran player and very calm taking the big shots.
Now here's Simmons. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Hey, when the game is tight and snug, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to do so.
Now, here is Harden. Durant in the corner. It's good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
Now Simmons. It drops.
Yeah, and you know, for Simmons to be so young, he has a great basketball IQ, and he plays to his strengths on offense and plays to them well.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Harden bounce pass. Here's KD. Green with the rebound. Here's Embiid. Passes to Simmons. Outside, Green. So the 76ers win it. A truly gutsy performance away.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A great view of our broadcast location. And we've got time for a quick pregame report.
Hey, Kevin, the Atlanta Hawks.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. So the Nets starting five. We've got Irving. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then there's Harris. And it's Harden in at point guard. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Now here's Durant to the inside. Here's Griffin. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
Young against Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
Refs calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Here's Bogdanovich, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Pass to Harden. Nets passing it around, tipped away, and stolen by Hunter. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
Now, here is Harden. Outside Irving. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
And even through contact, Kyrie still able to finish shots consistently.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Young to the wing right side. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Harden. He dishes it to Durant. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
Boy, how about the finish by Kevin Durant? Just gets up with such ease.
Young looking around. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Reddish comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Young. And the Nets making a change here as well. Green, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. Here is Harris, following the bucket by the Hawks. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Here's Brown. Gallinari making his last shot. Here's Dinwiddie, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And so it's Atlanta with it, following the bucket by the Nets. That one falls.
Well, the threat to score is real when Lou Williams has the ball, but he uses that to set up his passing game.
51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Luau. Shot clock at 6. Good work there as it goes.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Williams passes to Herter. Dishes to Gallinari. Williams inside. Count it.
Well, Gallinari a scorer at heart, but how about the unselfishness? Perfectly sets up his open teammate.
Here now is Dinwiddie. Over Williams. Another one falls for Brooklyn. Here's Williams. It's good.
Boy, the dribble drive by Lou Williams, such a special aspect to what he does.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Hawks lead by 2. 2K Sports back. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the...
How can we be the best version of ourselves individually?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Griffin in at the center, filling out the middle.
And really, on top of all else Harden does for you at this end, he's a tremendous free throw shooter, around 85% for his career. Clutch.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Collins comes in for Gallinari. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Reddish.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
And good that time. Young's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hawks. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Bogdanovich comes in for Tony Snell. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Young inside. Harris is there. And Griffin sends it back. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Atlanta leading by 4. Feeds to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Young, and the rejection by Harden. KD with it, guarded by Hunter. Harden dishes to Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Well, the size and height of Kevin Durant makes him a prime threat to throw it down. You've got to keep him out of the paint.
Young passes to Hunter. Dinwiddie against Young. To the middle. That's tipped. Here's Durant. Now the feed to Griffin. Outside for Durant. Back to Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Listen, this guy is far from just a scorer. Kevin Durant loves to share the basketball.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
For the Hawks, Kevin Huerter. He is checked in for Hunter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. Huerter passes to Williams. Collins wide open. He fires. Atlanta again missing. Nets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. On the wing, Irving. Johnson finds Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Now Irving. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Well, the ability to score at all 3 levels makes Kyrie Irving a near impossible check. Good luck, fellas.
Williams looking around. Bogdanovich passes to Capella. And it's blocked by Jordan. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Irving's got the ball. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. And it's 6 points for Kyrie Irving. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 2. Here's Huerter. He's guarded by Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Collins. The 19-footer is on the money. Collins has got the game tied up here for Atlanta.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Johnson with it. He's picked up by Collins. And so they foul intentionally. So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Molinari comes in for Collins. And it's Reddish in for Bogdanovich. Now, here is Irving. He's got 6. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside Williams. Two points. That one goes. Williams has got 6.
How about the focus of Lou Williams? Inside, able to finish. Nice.
And that'll do it for the first half. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sport. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Clint Capella really making a difference here.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at center. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Hunter. Misses the wing J.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Dinwiddie with the bucket. 8 points for him.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Young outside. And the pass to Bogdanovich. Now Young. Pass to Capella. Outside Bogdanovich. And that one drops for him. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Harden kicks to Dinwiddie. Harden outside. He feeds it to Griffin. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor. Has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Atlanta making some changes. Gallinari comes in for John Collins. And Tony Snell subbed in for Bogdanovich. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Brooklyn. The deep three from Harden. They get the rebound. Griffin. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Griffin's got 6.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunity.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. So it's the Hawks now. It's a 1-point game. It's stolen by Green. Goes up for the lead. And Jordan with the layup.
Well, you love to see DJ work that hard in transition. Go ahead, run the floor, big man.
There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
The Hawks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Well, Lou Williams has talked openly about the fact that because he's come off the bench most of his career, it has probably extended and lengthened that career. Interesting stuff.
Dinwiddie right side. And another shot. Jordan kicks to Dinwiddie. Reddish grabs the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And it's Williams. That time the assist from Gallinari. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
How about Lou Williams playing through the contact? Nicely done.
Indoors, when you just look at the numbers the last 2 seasons, Gallinari has been playing like an all-star.
Now, Greg, you're talking about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, and he began to shoot a higher volume of threes, which obviously sometimes leads to a little bit less efficiency. But not for Gallinari. He's actually improved his accuracy from the three-point line.
Nets passing it around. Here's Dinwiddie. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Collins comes in for Gallinari. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Reddish. And Tony Snell subbed in for Williams. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And it goes down 2 points.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Round with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Five on the clock. Back to Dinwiddie. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And we're coming right back. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's Durant in at the power forward. Here's Harden. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Hawks shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Herter, no good. And for the Nets, they're shooting so far very efficient. All around, about 55%. And the basket by Harden. Harden's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Williams against Harden. Shots good by Williams. Williams has got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Here's Harden. Jordan, high post. Pocket 6. Harris outside. Back to Jordan. No good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Okongwu, the pass to Herter, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Harden dishes to KD. Count the basket.
Look at Kevin Durant, all 6'9", but what a handle. Gosh, that move was pretty.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Collins. Young outside. The dish to Bogdanovich. To the paint. And the dunk by Capella.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Pass to Durant. Outside Griffin. Fires for 3. And it's John Collins with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. It's good. And it's a 4-point Hawks lead.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
KD looking around. From 13, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. KD's got 4 points in the quarter.
Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
Inside, Collins. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists in the game.
And pressure doesn't get to Collins. Baskets like that prove how locked in he is.
Capella against Durant. Shoots over Capella. 6 to shoot. Harden finds Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And you can see how the team rallies around Griffin in these situations. And their faith is not misplaced. He plays with such heart.
Young. Great D that time from Irving.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Outside for Durant. And a wide open look for Irving. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Guys, it doesn't get much bigger than that. Irving coming up huge right there with the bucket.
Young up top. He's covered by Irving. And it's sent back by KD. take the lead. But they recover it. Griffin passes to Harden. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Lobbed up there for Collins. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth. KD's shot is off. So it's the Hawks now. The lead is 2. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're behind by 4. 27 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Clint Capella.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. He told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Young, and it's Capella in at the 5 roaming the paint. Now, here is Young. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
That one goes in.
It can be deceiving. The quickness of Harris's first step, nice.
And here's Young. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. In the corner, it's Hunter. From the arc. It's hauled in by Harris. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Philadelphia. And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Curry passes to Harris. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Pass to Embiid. Outside, Simmons. Just 5 to shoot. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Young passes to Collins. Young with the ball. Fires from the corner, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Known for his play in and around the post, Collins can also get it done shooting jumpers off the catch.
Here's Simmons. He feeds it to Embiid. And Capella sends it back. Young, right side. Capella, high post. Back to Young. And the shot goes in.
He sees the whole floor, and he's making some quick decisions. Trae Young gets what he wants from the mid-range.
Simmons looking it over. Passes it to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Now Young. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Shot by Collins, no good. 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Curry passes to Harris, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And the defender there, a little out of position. Harris sees this, takes advantage, draws the foul.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And it's Hill in for Simmons. Now here's Williams. And he overshot that one, missing. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for Philadelphia. And slam dunk by Harris.
He's a fluid athlete who knows what he's doing. Nice finish by Tobias Harris in transition.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Nobody near Williams. Atlanta again missing. The 76ers leading by 4. Pass to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Nice dime to the open man. George Hill, more of a combo guard, making things happen right there.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And stolen by Howard. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. He lobs it up.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Here's Williams. Lays it up and banks it in.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Sixers.
Tipped away. Williams with the steal. And now Williams running the floor all by himself.
Lightning speed. Lou picks the ball clean. Gets it up ahead. That's a nice play.
Now here's Milton. Defense is right there, and looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Tony Snell's checked in for Atlanta. And then for Philadelphia, Scotty's checked in for Harris. And it's Korkmaz in for Matisse Thybulle. Here's Milton. The pass to Korkmaz. Launches it. Okongwu grabs the board. Snell, the pass to Gallinari. Back to Snell. And that concludes the first quarter of play. 76ers on top, leading by... And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example for those...
Being from Africa, at the end of the day, you come here.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
They got Tony Snell. Reddish out there, Gallinari. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Okongwu in at the center position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Hunter's checked in for Reddish. And it's Bogdanovich in for Tony Snell. Simmons checked in for Philadelphia. Green comes in for Shake Milton. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Korkmaz.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now here's Embiid. Here's Maxey. Here's Simmons. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Intent on keeping that possession alive. Simmons uses his height to his advantage.
Now, here is Young. Here's Bogdanovich. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Curry and Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's called about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And here's Maxey following the three-pointer from DeAndre Hunter. Pass to Simmons. Young with the steal. An even 3-on-3 break. Kicks it out to Collins. Young outside, takes the three. Rebound by Joel Embiid. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Tobias Harris is checked in for the 76ers. Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Here's Williams after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Reddish with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And here is Curry. In the corner, Simmons with it. Curry kicks to Green. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Cam Reddish.
And though he's a physical, tough-minded individual, Danny Green's averaged less than 1 free throw attempt per game over his career. That's surprising.
The Hawks trail by 3. Passes it to Herter. Now, here's Okongwu. Williams attacking, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Fearless move by Lou Williams, driving it right into the teeth of the defense. Draws the foul.
The Hawks have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. And both free throws good for Lou Williams.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Now here's Simmons. Tight defense on him. It's good on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 3.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now Williams. Dishes it to Okongwu. Shoots over Embiid. And Embiid with the block.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. And this talented 76ers... and that'll...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
And so, in the game for the 76ers, we've got Matisse Thybulle. Harris is out there with Howard. Then there's Hill, and it's Korkmaz in at the 2 guard. Young looking it over. To the inside. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Collins.
No matter where he is on the floor, Collins seems to invite contact. Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
Here's Capella. No points in the game yet for him. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. Right. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Collins wide open. He fires. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists in the game.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, G.A.? I love the confidence from him. If you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
And the Hawks making a change here. Snell's checked in. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And Simmons subbed in for George Hill.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Collins dishes to Young. And what a play! Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. There's the lob for Harris. Rebound, Atlanta.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up at a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Curry finds Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Outside Collins. Simmons against Young. In the corner, Snell with it. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Curry. Kicks it out to Collins. The Hawks working the ball around. Capella with the bucket.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Simmons passes to Harris. Down low, Embiid. And Capella sends it back. We've got 1:55 left in the third. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to 1 in the bucket from Young.
Passes like this demonstrate Snell's team-first approach. He's all about getting it to the open guys.
And there's the call on John Collins. That's foul number 2 for him. And the 76ers making a change here. Milton's checked in. And stolen by Williams. Over to the left wing. Reddish kicks to Williams. To the middle. Embiid with the steal. Simmons inside. And Simmons slams it in.
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Some changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. And George Hill's subbed in for Seth Curry. To the paint. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Herter. Defended by Milton. A shot by Reddish, no good. The 76ers leading by 3. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, just phenomenal timing from Simmons. Leaving the ground once the pass was released and tearing that bucket apart.
There's 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Okongwu. No good there. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. To the middle. And Simmons slams it in.
The vision from George Hill. Very careful with the ball. He makes the easy play.
Here's Herter. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Thybulle. It's back to Hill. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Herter. The Hawks trail by 7. Outside Williams. The feed to Okongwu. And the call on the shot that sends. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and Involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
First free throw is good. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Here's Young. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Philadelphia in the driver's seat, up 8 points. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And the Hawks with possession here. 8-point game. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari, and it's Williams at point guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Not only is Lou fast, he's tenacious. Feels the contact on the drive, doesn't stop him from completing the play.
Simmons against Williams. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Lou Williams. And he knocks down the first one.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year. Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Herter passes to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Curry. Rebound, Atlanta. Here's Williams. And yes, it's good. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
The thing about Lou Williams, he sort of glides around, and suddenly he hits the turbojets.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Simmons. And Capella sends it back. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Outside, Simmons. Atlanta with the rebound. Collins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Hunter kicks to Bogdanovich to take the lead. That one's not going to go. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They lead by 1. And the rejection by Collins. The pass to Hunter. It's Young on the wing. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Curry shot is off.
Rare for him to get a wide-open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
And that one's good. Hunter.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Simmons with it. He's picked up by Collins. No good from Simmons.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Harris. Outside, Green. And Curry has it in the corner. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Dwight Howard. He's checked in for the 76ers.
And you can see the determination in Howard's eyes. He relishes the opportunity to provide big baskets like that one.
Here's Young. Kicks it to Capella. Back to Young. It's up a 3. Second shot opportunity. On deep, Collins. Capella, and it's put back up and in by Capella. And the Hawks lead by 2.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Love how Simmons commands the ball, especially in the big moments.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Young with the ball. And it's Howard picking him up. The kick out to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Few people see the floor as well as Trey. If you're open, he'll find you.
Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And when the game is tight, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to.
Young dishes to Bogdanovich. And a miss there on the triple. Crucial possession with time ticking down.
He had opportunity to take the lead on this possession.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Here's Young. Simmons with the defensive effort.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Curry. Pass to Harris. Gonna go that time. Collins with some nice D. Capella, the pass to Young. On deep. So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. First. What a fantastic look at the skyscrapers that make up the skyline here in the Cradle of Liberty. And with pregame...
Hey, Kevin, with the Sixers having scored...
growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, D.A. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then there's Griffin. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Stolen by Harden. In transition, here come the Nets. Durant's running. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Durant.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And, you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Green kicks to Simmons. Back to Green. 6 to shoot. Over Harris. Embiid. And Embiid is right there.
Yeah, Embiid plays with really good effort, and he plays with an effervescence that's contagious, and it's really endearing for a guy of his size.
Pass to KD. And then Durant with the jam.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And Simmons slams it in.
I tell you, it doesn't get any easier than this, guys. I mean, Simmons finishing with power.
About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Harden over Simmons. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Back to Harden. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
Pass to Harris. And the pass to Green. Simmons dishes to Harris. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. With the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Harden draws the double, and the call will be against George Hill. That's his first foul. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Philadelphia. Shake Milton comes in for Curry. Irving passes to Jordan. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. And some changes here for the 76ers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Embiid, and it's Korkmaz in for Harris. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Passes it to Milton. To the inside. Here's Korkmaz. Pass to Milton. The 3 from Hill. No good that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Outside Irving. Releases from 15, and that's good off the glass that time.
Well, you simply can't guard that. Irving's just too nimble. Easily gets himself free of the defender.
Here's Milton. Rebounded by the Nets.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Green gets it to go.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Lobbed up there for Howard. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. 3-second difference between shot clock and game.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
Thibault can't get it to go. Here's Irving. Drops in the layup for 2.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And so the first quarter is in the books. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster.
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the 2nd round a few years ago.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then there's Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Harris passes to Griffin. Shot clock at 5. And he banks in the layup. Griffin's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Chalk up 2 there. 6 points for Blake Griffin.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Curry passes to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Outside, Green. Outside, Curry. Back to Green. Jacks up a 3.
When Harris gives you this type of energy on defense, that's a huge bonus.
3-pointer. And the 76ers get it back. Green passes to Curry. And Simmons slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch. Dinwiddie
kicks to Harden. And it's off from three-point range. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And Philadelphia making a change here. Hill's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Green, he's checked in for Griffin. Brown comes in for Harris. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. And now we've got the intentional foul. Some changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. And Maxi's subbed in for Ben Simmons. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And Luwawu subbed in for Dinwiddie. Now, here's Maxey. D right on him. Nets leading by 6. The wide open look for Durant. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early, and they are clicking in transition.
Here's Hill. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
Here's Irving. Down low. The kick out to Brown. Nets passing it around. Irving misses. The 76ers trail by 6. To the paint. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Howard's got 6 points in the quarter.
So hard to corral Howard. I mean, even when you try to rough him up and get physical with him, he still just is able to play through it.
And stolen by Thybulle. Outside Hill. Harris passes to Howard. Outside Hill. And it's blocked by Jordan.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Deflects the pass. And again, Brooklyn running the court in transition. Oh, and the jam by Jordan.
Boy, DeAndre Jordan still able to throw down these fantastic dunks. And he loves when he gets a chance to do so.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Great. And as great as James Harden has been, his game has attracted a share of critics. And
happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the 76ers, we've got Green. Curry is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Embiid in at the center position.
And Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thybulle, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball. Great length and speed and athleticism. He's a terror defensively.
Durant's checked in for the Nets. Lets it go from 11. Dinwiddie with the rebound. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Harden right side. Durant, the pass to Griffin. Count it. Good. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing that that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Griffin kicks to Harden. The three from KD. It's not going to go for him. And Philadelphia the other way now.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Durant, the pass to Harden. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Durant. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Korkmaz comes in for Seth Curry. And it's Shake Milton in for Matisse Thybulle. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's Durant. Oh!
Tell you what, when Durant is feeling it, he puts on some swagger. He's going to let you know he's got it going.
Outside, Simmons. Pass to Milton. And here is Green. Embiid with it. And it's Harden picking him up. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. Wouldn't matter.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
There's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. At the tip, and staying with the play, Harris.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Irving surveying the floor. Lock at 6. To the inside. And the dunk by Jordan.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
And it's Hill penetrating. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Outside Irving. 36 seconds left to play here in the third, and stolen by Howard. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Danny Green, he's checked in for the 76ers. Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. Harris with it. He's picked up by KD. For the tie, and it's good on the way in. Harris has got his second basket of the game.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Yep, it counts.
Wow, 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 DeAndre Jordan showing us the catch and shoot. Well done.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Nets lead. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Shutting the floor for the Nets. Irving is out there with Brown. And it's Green. And it's Durant. And it's Claxton in at the center. Harden with it. The feed to Griffin. Launches a three. KD's shot is off. And they go to the intentional foul. And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Trailing by 2. Green against KD. Curry looking it over. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's foul number 2 for him. Embiid kicks to Simmons. Dishes it to Curry. Back to Simmons. Clock at 4. And then Simmons slams it in.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Harden outside. Green against Dinwiddie. Left side, KD. Basket good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Outside, Green. Embiid. And Embiid is right there. Embiid's got the game tied up here for the 76ers.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Simmons looking around. Some solid defense there from KD. Net shooting a superb 63% from the field. Poked away and stolen by Simmons. For the finish, and Simmons slams it in.
Simmons doing a nice job there mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult for the opposition. And that's a mindset, but also activity and energy display.
Harden outside. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it to Dinwiddie. KD passes to Jordan. Shoots over Embiid. Knocked loose.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Curry with a wide open look. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Harden with it. Now defended by Embiid. Here's Jordan. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Hey, that's why you want an experienced veteran like DeAndre Jordan. That's a huge hoop from him.
Here's Simmons. Outside Curry. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Shots like this prove Seth Curry is unafraid when it comes to taking big shots.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Back to Simmons. 76ers moving the ball around. Curry with it. And it's Harden picking him up, and Simmons kicks to Curry. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
You got to recognize Simmons is a pass-first guy, which is why you can't leave somebody open around him. Harden
against Embiid. Durant for 3. And the Nets miss again. The 76ers lead. Here's Curry. Banked in off the glass. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
He's becoming more comfortable and tight. Seth Curry is good at picking his spots from this area.
Here's Harden. Good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
This is exactly what happens when you allow James Harden to heat up.
52 seconds left in the game. Now the pass to Embiid. Six on the shot clock. It counts.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Outside for Jordan. To the middle. Embiid with the steal. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
You know, after missing his first year out of college due to injury, Ben Simmons ended up winning Rookie of the Year in 2018, proving the wait was worth it.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're trailing by 6. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
It's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Well, you're scratching your head with how do you defend a guy like Durant? I mean, his length, his speed, ball handling, all allow him to draw fouls easily.
So he gets them both. So it's Philadelphia now. 4-point game. Passes to Embiid. He kicks it to Green. Back to Embiid. Outside, Green. Pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Hey, when the game is tight and snug, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to do so. And you know the ball's going to Harden when the game's tight. Terrific at delivering.
David, thank you as always. And the Atlanta Hawks, a shot from earlier on, arriving for... Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the 5. And for Brooklyn, Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot. Now, here is Young. Bogdanovich with it. Defended by Dinwiddie. Capella kicks to Young. 5 on the clock. The jump hook. The shot will not fall. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Here's Bogdanovich. Kicks it out to Collins. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Capella. Rebounded by the Nets.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Irving passes to Griffin. Back to Irving. Top of the key. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Kyrie Irving has a sweet looking stroke right there. Fantastic at getting his feet underneath him that time.
Inside. Here's Capella. And Griffin sends it back. Dinwiddie against Collins. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And so it's Atlanta with it. After the basket by Brooklyn. Irving against Young. Pass to Capella. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
Someone's open. Trae Young scanning and finds him.
The Nets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Irving passes to KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Young finds Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism for a big man? Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. The wide open look for Durant. Doesn't go for him. And Atlanta will come the other way. Collins with it. Guarded now by Irving. Young against Durant. Here's Capella. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
Harden, no good.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
So savvy inside for a player of his size, and tough. Williams will do whatever it takes.
Here is Harden following the score by Lou Williams. And the wide open shot from Green. And the Nets miss again.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's Capella missing.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Here's Williams following the bucket by the Nets. It's hauled in by Brown. Harden right side. Offensive rebound. Jordan at the elbow. From deep, Green. But they get it back. The Nets working the ball around now. The kick out to Brown. There's the three. Atlanta with the rebound.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And that's some athleticism on display as Cam Reddish gets to the rim.
And here's Harden. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Shoots from 12. The shot is good off the backboard.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nets out in front. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the court for Atlanta, Lou Williams out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Gallinari. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Reddish in at the small forward. Now here's Durant. Not a lot of room. For three. Can't hit that one. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Okongwu dishes to Williams. To the inside. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's Dinwiddie. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Dinwiddie's got 6.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Williams with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Gallinari down low. KD's on him. Good work defensively by KD. Nets leading by 4. On the way, Harris. Off target from three-point range. The Hawks shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
That one good for 2.
Kyrie not backing away from the contact there. In fact, welcoming that one, tricked you into it.
Williams passes to Gallinari. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Durant down low. Oh, here we go with Okongwu and nobody back. And Reddish with the slam.
Yeah, that's got to feel good. Reddish rising up.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Outside, KD. Atlanta with the rebound. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Okongwu with it. He's picked up by Irving. Snell dishes to Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got the lead up to 2 now for Atlanta.
Well, even when you get physical with Lou Williams, he'll use that against you. Keeps his balance that time.
Durant in the corner. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good on the 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Snell kicks to Okongwu. To the paint. 1:21 left here in the second. Snell, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And that one's good, Irving.
Kyrie just has nasty grips on that basketball. Cuts through the defense that time.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Collins checked in for Gallinari. Hunter comes in for Reddish. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. Here's Harden. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
The Hawks trailing. Now Young. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Okongwu slams it in.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Brown. Jordan trying to free himself up. Second chance shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Well, there is continuous energy in DeAndre Jordan's play, really hustling on both ends and influencing those plays with that activity.
Hawks have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Young against Brown. Now, here is Young. He's guarded closely. Some solid defense from Brown. Tie game in Brooklyn. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
We've got Irving. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then there's Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
And it's Young. That time on the assist by Hunter. Young's got his second basket.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Irving up top, defended by Young. Irving can't hit. The Hawks leading by 4. Here's Bogdanovich. And it's Griffin with the rebound. And the Nets shooting about 42% so far. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
The Nets shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
He's off on the first. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, The agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks.
The team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Dinwiddie with the steal. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Tony Snell's checked in for the Hawks. Bogdanovich passes to Collins. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Nets go the other way with it. Irving drives in. Pass to Harris. Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Claxton. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Cuts off the pass. Dinwiddie kicks to Green for the lead. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Bogdanovich. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The pump fake getting it done. Bogdanovich with a crafty play there.
The Hawks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. So both teams changing it up here.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Brown outside. Harden outside. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, DeAndre Jordan dominates this game on both ends around the glass.
Here's Herder. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Bogdanovich wide open. Offensive rebound.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Harden the pass to Llewellyn. Now, here is Harden. He's guarded closely. Here's Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Back to Jordan. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds in the game. And the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Hawks lead.
Well, Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Nets. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Brown outside. He kicks it to Jordan. Here's Snell. And there's the pass to Herder. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. This one for 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And that's a crucial 3 there.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Hawks lead by 2. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Atlanta, Young and Herder make up the back. John Collins is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the center. Harden, no good. The Hawks leading. Capella inside. Guarded by KD.
Wow, the large wingspan of Durant on full display. What a block there.
That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Hawks shooting well. They're at 45%. Here's Bogdanovich. An easy 2 points on the layup. Bogdanovich has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Hawks. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Harden the pass to KD. From deep three-point range, Harden no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovich.
Harden with it. Pass to Durant. Looking to get back on track here, and he hits the jumper for two.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Well, take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Bucket is good. Capella's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Harden the pass to KD. That one no good. Ready by Bogdanovich.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Harden outside, stripped away. And now here comes Young leading the break. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Willing to get out and run. Trae Young will take those points however he can get to them.
KD passes to Claxton. Harden dishes to Durant. It's stolen by Capella. Now here is Young. For the 3. Kept alive. Pass to Herter. KD comes with the double team. Another shot. And Young with the basket on the assist from Bogdanovich. And it's a 12-point Hawks lead.
You just can't take Trae Young lightly from anywhere on the floor. These kind of shots will help him get into a rhythm.
Harden inside the 3-point line. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And now we've got the intentional foul. And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris comes in for Green. Dinwiddie's checked in for Brown. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Hunter's checked in.
That's Trae Young's role out there to score and score often.
Irving surveying the floor. And here's Harris from the arc. Griffin passes to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Yeah, that's the kind of passing that opens up the eyes to Blake Griffin's overall talent.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Hawks.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Clint Capella.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
And here's Young. Over Irving. Again, Young missing.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to KD. Six to shoot. It's in!
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
Knocks it loose, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And so it's Atlanta with the W. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.